As I went to pastry school, the French embassy has actually seen a lot of my videos and they have invited me to be a judge for the best croissant in New York City competition. Before we even get to eating these, I just wanted to explain these three types of French pastries because these are some of the most common ones that you see at French bakeries and also bakeries here in the US. So these three pastries are part of a category called viennoiserie, and viennoiserie refers to laminated doughs and also enriched doughs. Basically any pastry and anything you find in a bakery case with butter. But specifically, these aren't like cream tarts, these are like flaky breads that happen to have a lot of fat and calories added to them. But that's what makes them taste amazing. So of course, the most common type of flaky viennoiserie is a croissant that everyone knows and loves, or if you are the pronunciation police, c'est un croissant, okay? The reason it is called a croissant is because viennoiseries are actually named based off of their shape. So a croissant is crescent shaped. But nowadays, most croissants are actually straight like this instead of having a curve to them because this signifies that they're made with real butter. So this particular pastry is not called a chocolate croissant. This is actually a pain au chocolat, or in some parts of France, it's called a chocolatine. And that is a whole cultural joke and divide between different regions of France. In parts outside of Europe, such as England, this is called a pain au chocolat as well. But if you're in the US, I would say it's called a chocolate croissant because if you ask for a pain au chocolat in a bakery here, I don't think the waiters would always understand what you're saying. But if you want to be technical, I think the majority of the world calls this a pain au chocolat. Instead of making this with a triangle of dough and then rolling it up like you would a regular croissant, this is actually made with a rectangle of dough and they put a chocolate baton or chocolate stick in the middle and roll it up. And finally, we have an almond croissant, which isn't actually different than a regular croissant, but I think I love these way more, so I wanted to include it in today's round of croissants. An almond croissant is generally a stale plain croissant that you sandwich a layer of almond cream in between, and that's why it's oftentimes a little bit flatter than a regular croissant. But I love the addition of the almond. This one happens to have raspberry in it, so I'm really excited to try it. Croissants honestly go stale within the day, so this is a perfect way for bakeries to use up their leftover product and reduce food waste. But now, honestly, a lot of bakeries just have to make fresh croissants for almond ones because they sell out more than their plain ones. But now that you guys have a basic understanding of how all these flaky pastries work, we're gonna cut into them and I'm gonna teach you guys how I judge and look for good croissants.